Grab your munchies, your sage, and possibly your lawyer, because this isn't going to get any better. I'll beat your ass. So don't ever come in my face _ This time, someone was formally barred, as VH1 stated. Security, get her out. That would be Yandy Smith. The self-proclaimed meth queen of composure completely appended the set and supposedly engaged Mena in a WWE stackdown. We're talking about wigs flying, makeup palettes, and broken producers. VH1 is apparently banning Yandy from the entire reunion and perhaps season 14 because he hid behind lighting setups. And the fallout is so severe. You didn't hear it from us, but you did. Okay, but hold on. What caused this reality TV catastrophe? A leaked DNA test, voicemails, and a heated altercation backstage that purportedly resulted in executives threatening to shut down the show. One thing is certain, Yandy won't be attending the reunion in heels. Was the entire reunion episode a setup, a meltdown, or just another instance of cameras capturing something that shouldn't have been on screen? If you ever hear the saying pressure makes diamonds or it busts pipes, stay still, because we have the tea, the scandal, and the sources you didn't know you needed. What began as a simple taping of the reunion evolved into a full-fledged behind-the-scenes war royale, with the H1's pipes breaking and the chaos spanning love and hip-hop. Let's go back in time for a moment, because here is none other than Yandy Smith, the queen of moral superiority, and Mena, the reality TV firist starter with more drama than a Tyler Perry season finale. This tea has been steeping for months or even years, and now it's scorching hot. The match that lighted this entire fuse was apparently a DNA test that fell like a brick. Chaos didn't just happen overnight. I apologize for the shocking revelation, but fans have long speculated that Mendez Harris, Yandy's long-term spouse, may be the father of Mena's youngest kid. Indeed, it is said to have set off the series of events that resulted in the now famous backstage altercation that some have referred to as one of the most vicious altercations in VH1 history, especially in New York. The Queen of Chaos herself couldn't have planned this one, but let's not pretend that it happened suddenly. Erica and Yandy have never been great friends. There has always been animosity between them, from sly remarks about parenting to neck-breaking eye rolls. When you add Men the man who's always providing, I got secrets, energy, you've got that ideal love. And according to insiders, the producers had been holding off on this DNA test for weeks. Rumor has it that Erica sent the documents to them herself. Hip-hop cocktail for destruction. The allegation that Mendez was aware of the baby the entire time is true. He reportedly even requested the test covertly and voluntarily provided the sample. And when the findings were revealed, he sobbed like he didn't, according to reports. This is where the situation shifts from a soap opera to a full-fledged crime scene investigation. Since the moment this DNA test began reaching its because, that's where the actual drama happens. Yandy lost it during the cast group chat. According to production-related sources, she was clearly scared and initially believed the entire thing was false information spread by Erica to create a commotion before the reunion. But then came the unedited behind-the-scenes film, Oh Baby, showing Mendez slinking off set several times, and not just to get some snacks. No, according to one insider, Mendez was meeting up with Erica and muttering things that producers said were intimate, suspicious, and completely out of script. When he saw that a camera had captured him approaching Erica's dressing room by himself, the producer decided to edit that sequence. You know who first watched the uncut video a few days prior to the reunion? According to one crew member, Yandy was either the epitome of poise or she was sitting in the editing bay, gasping like if she had just done a 5K in heels. Said that, until she saw the message, she didn't say a word and just watched silently, stone-faced. Oh yes, we haven't even reached the voicemail yet, but it rhymes with Nurkum. Mendez's voicemail, purportedly leaked by Mena, stated, I can't let Yandy find out like this, not like this, not like this. Let's create this picture now. You're Yandy Smith. You've been defending your marriage despite castmate drama and prison criticism. And now you have a voicemail, confession, a DNA test, and a video. The reunion tape is the very next day. So what does she do? What does any emotionally damaged woman with a microphone do? It's like a gift packaged and placed in your lap like an emotional grenade. Let's create the scene. Sandra Smith enters the Love and Hip Hop reunion set like a lady on a mission while wearing black eyes, and a camera team follows. She arrives prepared for war. She wasn't there to film. Rather, she was there to finish something. According to an unnamed production assistant, she had her jaw clenched, not smiling, waving, or even feigning a hello to the makeup crew. Call her Tisha. According to crew members, this is where things start to get really theatrical, since Yandy completely skipped the green room and went right to Erica's dressing room. Yandy was standing outside the hallway. Instead of knocking, texting, or calling, she threw the door open like a telenova star, entered, and remarked, quote, "You really couldn't tan. What did Mena do?" "Oh, you already know." She smirked and supposedly said, "You had years to ask questions. But wait, simply provided you with replies." Boom. That phrase alone ought to have been included in a waiver form since based on 3 different sources. That was the precise second Yandy lost control. We're talking about chairs being knocked over, yelling, screaming, bottles flying, and yes, there was supposedly a huge slap audible throughout the whole production floor. The security guard allegedly believed that someone had dropped a light rig, but in reality, Yandy's palm struck Erica's face. Erica did not fall down. Instead, she seized Yandy's wig. As the producers of the deathmatch hurriedly rushed security into the dressing area. Signature 1 and the 2 ended up imprisoned in what is now known as VH1 inner rings. A junior camera operator said that one crew member was injured after being clipped in the confusion and required medical attention for a twisted ankle. We can't make this stuff up, but here's where things stand right now. Get spicy. According to several crew members, Yandy was trembling, screaming, and sobbing after they were split up. This isn't reality TV, sobbing. Rather, it's ugly sobbing, and uttering things like "You wrecked everything, you destroyed my family." At that moment, it dawned on everyone that this was not about Erica or television, but rather pure betrayal, genuine sorrow, and heartache. And guess what Erica said as 2 producers assisted her? "You should be upset with him, not me." You can say whatever you want about Erica Mena, but that line was calculating and utterly nuclear. Just as it appeared that the smoke had cleared, there was another twist. A producer allegedly dragged a young intern aside and instructed them to physically lock the footage right away. Relocate the SD cards to a different location without backups or leaks. Insiders claim that this was not to be made public. VH1's legal team was notified within an hour, and calls began to come in. Between executives in Atlanta and New York because, to put it simply, if one cast member assaults another on set, it's not just a nasty situation, it's a legal liability. And there will be witness tape, and word quickly spread, with bloggers writing cryptic updates within 20 minutes. And even minor injuries turned into something more than drama, possibly criminal, like heard that there's chaos on the ladder, with one cast member allegedly being put in a headlock in VH1, frantically trying to control a serious backstage situation. Social media is completely out of control. On Twitter, became a courtroom, and before anyone knew the whole tale, Team Yandy and Team Erica were hurling digital hands in the comments section of Instagram. Let's go to the fake internet. We made up no gentleman at Mena, no tweet, and no Yandy turning into Mortal Kombat backstage. So the streets moved quickly for some public reactions that were definitely not from burner accounts. Erica warned. Heard that Erica had told her the truth, but she didn't want to believe it at first. She had been waiting for this moment. At Eric Stan's writing, the video 23 stated that if VH1 didn't release that while the fans were having a field day, guess who went utterly silent? Oh, the man disappeared, like Carmen Sandiego, with no post, no comment, and not even a statement. "I swear, I'm canceling cable IDC." A random topic about food or fitness abruptly disappeared, and his silence made him look really bad. But 8 goes deeper. Production-related sources said that the Love and Hip Hop the same evening. Producers called an urgent conference to discuss whether Yandy Smith would be permitted to continue in the franchisees, not just for the reunion. This tea was leaked. By footage, the legal team intervenes. Mendez vanishes. Fans go crazy. Yandy's career on the program is in jeopardy. And don't forget, Erica, who naturally did what she always does when commotion breaks out. Erica appeared to have just emerged from a hair tornado in the Instagram live video, which was obviously screen captured in less than 30 seconds. Her wig was moved, and her lashes were hanging on. "I came here with receipts and the truth. And if the truth hurts people, perhaps they have been living in deception," she said in a prayer. But her voice was calm and clear. As the video came to a close, Erica dropped one more gem. "If VH1 decides to ban me as well, that's okay. But at least I didn't verbally clothesline Yandy." You can say a lot about Erica Mena while hiding behind a falsehood. But one thing is certain. The girl is skilled at giving an exit line. Now, for the real deal, no one anticipated this. According to one source, Yandy's manager contacted producers the following morning to try to resolve the situation and repair the damage. But the network didn't like it. Anonymous executive. "It's about safeguarding the brand now, not about Yandy." And just like that, one of the longest-running cast members, Yandy Smith, supposedly ended up on the SG, was removed from the reunion, taken out of the promotional materials, and silenced on VH1 social media by the next morning. The unofficial ban list has not yet been validated. Everyone was walking on eggshells as if the entire series was about to be yanked off the air and at the center of the storm. Since lockdown calls weren't being returned and texts were being left on Read Yandy Smith. Everyone understood that once the video ended up in the wrong hands, whether through bootlegging or an expedient, it wasn't just the slap or the brawl released, it might destroy everything. According to insiders, VH1 was afraid of a lawsuit as well as a controversy, and they were discussing whether to cancel the reunion special entirely. Keep in mind that love and hip-hop reunions require months of preparation, with numerous camera crews, set designers, and makeup artists. If a whole segment is rendered worthless, there will be a six-figure loss. Additionally, if the network intentionally broadcasts video of a violent attack, you're facing liability claims and headlines that might destroy your career. While Mena was doing what she does best. Her subsequent post featured a picture of her child with the message, "The truth always finds its way." There was no mention of Yandy or Mendes's, just enough ambiguity to keep the internet interested. Fans were giggling and dragging, and the comments were brutal. In reality, Yandy bungled a 10-year bag over a man who had been lying since season 1. Erica didn't even swing first. She merely stood there and spoke the truth. "We pay for cable and drama, not NDAs and cover-ups, and still Mendez is mute and not posting. For that reason, it would be wiser to remove that tape." It seemed as though he had disappeared. But days later, not on social media, not in a statement, he reappeared without a remark or even a phony cryptic phrase about putting family or peace before celebrity. No, it was a recorded interview, and his words made matters worse. The interview was recorded in what appeared to be a hotel room with scratchy audio and dark lighting. Mendez appeared worn out, and bags under his voice was quiet, and he didn't dispute the DNA test or meeting Erica offset. In fact, he acknowledged everything he stated, saying, "I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to tell my wife that I didn't want to lose her. Believed I could handle it alone before it was made public." And he later apologized to Erica as well as to Yandy. While some fans applauded him for finally coming out as a guy, others felt it was too little, too late, and the damage was already done. One widely shared tweet that summed up the situation well was, "I'm not noble. I'm a coward." When the woman you love threw her hands on national television, people close to her say she was distraught since she hadn't spoken in public, hadn't posted anything, and hadn't even liked anyone's comment. This wasn't just a PR catastrophe. It was personally devastating. She was officially prohibited from participating in the reunion special after the H1 purportedly gave her a letter formally notifying her of her suspension. Her confessions were being removed, and her name was being silently the lady who established her brand as the level-headed, elegant, ride-or-die wife wasn't even given the opportunity to explain herself on screen when she was removed from season 13's promotional push. Simply became the warning and the example, and the team was in a panic after Scott apparently called many crisis PR agencies to see if there was any way Toto give away the plot. The audio and video were already in the blogs. And even if it wasn't broadcast on VH1, it would ultimately leak. It usually does. So, what does VH1 do when a week after the reunion recording, viewers observed that Yandy's cast bio had been taken down from the official website and her Instagram tag was removed? The most bankable star quickly distances themselves from the situation. Eliminated from the Love and Hip Hop page. She didn't appear in any teasers, trailers, or synopses of upcoming episodes. It seemed as though she had been removed off the program entirely. The last nail in Y. Smith is no longer approved for filming until further review by Legal and Compliance. Read the screenshot of an internal cast document that was released by an unidentified source. While all was going on, Erica was having the time of her life, uploading pictures of herself in her bikini, smiling, and conducting promotional advertisements. Even teasing A fans realized that a tell-all interview would only serve to fuel an already blazing fire, rather than clear the air. But what about Mendez? The last time anyone looked, he had returned, supposedly staying with a friend in New York, not at home with Yandy, and there have been no joint appearances, couple photos, or silence. So it's unclear what will happen next. According to some insiders, Yandy's team is battling to keep her on the show, arguing that the attack was a passionate outburst sparked by months of emotional betrayal rather than a planned incident. Others argue the decision has fans of the brand disagree, with some claiming that Erica pushed her too far and that she knew precisely what she was doing. VH1 wants to use her as an example, saying that no one, not even a 10-season veteran, is above the brand. She wanted to fight, as some claim, and a Yandy should have seen that once you get involved, you lose the moral high ground forever. In the midst of it all, a child's DNA was involved. End in a voicemail. A broken marriage, and two women who seemingly didn't hate one another at one point were enmeshed in a conflict based on secrecy and quiet. But just when everyone believed, got even stranger when Yandy and Erica suddenly resumed following one another on Instagram. They didn't post or leave a comment, just a silent click. And in the realm of reality, TV fans instantly went crazy when they heard that, louder than any press release. Is this a sign of reconciliation, a prelude to the upcoming season, or just a phony PR gimmick to lessen the backlash? No one knows, but one thing is certain. This tale isn't finished. Erica's veracity is being questioned. Mendez is still lacking in emotional action. And VH1 is doing everything it can to keep you future on the program. Stable. Can you hide the video before the internet does what it usually does and reveals it? It's a series of scandals, secrets, betrayals, and viral pandemonium that serves as a reminder to everyone why we can't stop watching. Because let's face it, their mess makes our own lives feel a bit more put together. Not because we adore these people. If this is what's going on behind the scenes, what the question now isn't what happened, but rather what will happen next. Will Yandy ever return to love and hip-hop, or has she already been cast in the film? Removed from the reality TV Hall of Fame is Mena, the culprit, or just the unprepared truth-teller? Where in the earth are Mendez hiding as the lives of two women fall apart over his secret? As, let's face it, if you have two women swinging wigs, feelings and jeopardizing TV deals over, you had best bring more, sir. Merely a video apology and depressing scenery, however. This is what I need to know from you. Yes. Are you viewing this at the moment? Believe Yandy Smith ought to be prohibited? Was the slap a simple response or a breaking point? And whether VH1 should be ROADCAST that video that has been locked up or permanently buried? Put your most outrageous ideas in their marks below. As this play is far from over, let your imagination run free in the remarks section below. As this drama it's not over yet. And hey, if you're still alive, Messi, for these stunning exposisto, one else has the courage to face the chaos and TI sufficient. To discuss slams that like, smash the subscribe button to activate it. Alerts to ensure you don't miss another analysis of the actions of your favorite celebrities at the very least. This is simply the starting, because in the realm of drama is optional. In reality TV, I'll see you all at the next expos.